Billy Sackman, Rainbows and Cotton Balls. That's from his 2015 album, Into the Dawn. Oh my gosh, we're having so much fun with this dog. Derby is here. He has flown all the way from Istanbul, Turkey, to be with the GRRAND organization, Golden Retriever Rescue and Adoption for Needy Dogs. And I'll tell you what, they do amazing work here in the Kentuckiana area. And there are Golden Retriever rescues all over the country. Are there not, Kim?
There are, and we're lucky because GRRAND is celebrating this year its 20th anniversary of rescue.
Aww.
And since 1996, GRRAND has rescued over 3,000 dogs.
Oh my gosh.
And placed them into loving forever families. And so we're really proud of that, to be celebrating our 20th anniversary this year.
That is just
and
incredible.
to be able to do our very first international rescue.
That's
which
amazing.
We've never done before.
Well, this is an opportunity for folks to get involved. And, you know, I'm going to throw out a couple of things that I like to talk about on Waggin Wednesday, too, Kim.
Okay.
First of all, this is WCHQ 100.9 FM. And Waggin Wednesday is a feature of my Take It From Tara show. It happens every Wednesday at 4 o'clock. And we bring in someone who has something to do with an animal issue. And a lot of them are rescues, obviously. And we have some folks who have other things that would be of interest to our listeners. We've had vets, we've had trainers. We had a woman named Heike Purden on a couple of weeks ago who trained Wyatt right here in the studio. It was just amazing to watch. So that's kind of fun. And one of the things that I really am serious about, even though today was only 80 degrees and it's still about 80 degrees, it just galls me when people are out running with their dogs in the middle of the day. And I stopped one woman and I said, why don't you go home and put on your mother's mink coat and then come back out and take a run?
That's something I would say, probably.
Because that's just is what it feels like. I mean, that coat on Derby is just amazing. And can you imagine, you know, taking him out in 90 degrees or hotter? I don't understand how people can do that.
Or leave them in the car, even if it's for just to, you know, to run an errand. But yeah, it's dangerously hot, and the pavement is so hot on their paws, and they can't, you know, sweat like humans do. So it's so much difficult for them to cool down.
Yep.
And
that's
I think
why
a lot
pant.
of people don't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that they pant, and they also release some of the heat through their paws and through their bellies.
Right.
And so, you know, when that happened to Wyatt, when he overheated, it was a night that it wasn't very warm, but the humidity was high.
Oh, my goodness.
And because I was, you know, very used to temperature, and I didn't realize that humidity could affect a dog the same way. I was throwing the ball for him, and all of a sudden he started staggering, and it was bad news. And
That's so scary.
He's, you know, 73 pounds, and I got him into the car and got him to the vet, and they immediately used alcohol wipes to wipe his pads because that cools a lot quicker.
That's good to know.
And then they slowly put a wet towel over his shoulders, but not cool, just, you know, tepid. And then they continued to have him stand in water that wasn't cold, but just the same way. And then they started to put, you know, colder things on him. So it slowly brought his body temperature down. But, you know, dogs' typical temperature is 102, 101.5, 102. And, you know, when it gets up to 105, organ failure starts. And that's just terrifying to think about.
So scary.
It is scary. So, you know, this is why I harp on these things all the time. And people are like, oh, God, hasn't she said it enough? But no, you can't say it enough.
Well, we were just hiking in the parklands over the weekend. And, you know, it's sad when you do see a lot of the dogs out there. I think that the owners are well-intentioned, but they may just not understand that.
They don't get it.
You know, dogs are so loyal that they'll do anything, and you may not be able to notice that they're, you know, overheating or suffering because they want to be with you.
They want to please you.
And so, it's something to keep in mind, definitely.
Well, I think that one of the things that I'm going to give a quick weathercast, because now that we're talking about the weather, I want everybody to know what's going to be happening. Tonight we are going to drop down to a cool and delightful 59. This morning it was so beautiful when I came outside. 83 tomorrow, which is great. We have sunshine planned, and then a 20% chance of showers or thunderstorms for the first day of July. 86 degrees on Friday, 85 and 86 on Saturday and Sunday, with a chance of thunderstorms coming in on Sunday. And unfortunately, we're talking about a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms now for the 4th of July, 84 degrees. And then things start to get better. And we'll hope that this weathercast will change. That's all we can do, is just hope that the weathercast changes, because There's nothing like thunder and fireworks to just totally freak out dogs that are scared.
Oh my goodness!
And it also puts a damper on the fun up at Crescent Hill's big 4th of July celebration. We have not only wonderful entertainment, we have live music all day. We have a kids area. There's a cake wheel. We have everything that you can possibly imagine, and everybody in the neighborhoods and people from far away come in. And I think one of the greatest things is that this year we're going to have transportation from the seminary over to the place that we have it, which is at the Peterson Duminal House, and it's going to be a whole lot easier because you don't have to come up and fight the parking. So you just go to the seminary and you park your little car and hop on one of the trolleys and come on up. It's going to be so much fun. So it's Sunday and Monday, and at this point, I would recommend not missing Sunday because it could go against us. Fireworks hopefully will go off without a hitch on Monday night, the 4th of July at 10 o'clock. And there's also a bike rack, by the way. So if you bring your own lock, that would be perfect. So there's a whole bunch of stuff to do. Just come on out, enjoy the 4th of July. It's music and art. We have 85 juried artists' booths, and the food court, and, oh, by the way, the pet contest. Hopefully, we will have dry weather and sunshine because the pet contest is happening at 10 o'clock on Monday morning, the 4th of July. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun, and we want you to be a part of it. So I would suggest strongly that you bring your pet. You can come too, Derby. We'll put red, white, and blue on you. That'll be so much fun. So, come on out, bring your pet, dress them up. And it doesn't have to be a dog. People have brought their cats in carriers, and they've done things, tricks with their cats. There can be a guinea pig and all kinds of other things. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. Just go to our community announcements page at Crescent Hill Radio, WCHQ community.blogspot.com. You'll find out everything that you need to know about what's going on around town. Look, Derby, we have another guest, and she's going to come in the door. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. Hi, Shelley. Shelley Ziegert is here from Kentucky to the World, and we're going to be talking to her a little bit later. She's a bit early, which is great. Say hi, Derby. Derby obviously loves new friends who come in. He's just he's just waggling his little butt, and I wish that you could see him a little bit better. Let me see if I can scoot the camera over just a little bit more. There we go. Good boy. Now he's going to go down and try to find his ball again. He's having a great time. Shelley is here now to entertain him so we can talk a little bit more. In about 2 minutes, I'm going to play something that's going to give everybody an idea of what's going on in music tonight all around Louisville, which is very helpful, especially since there are just so many things happening that you don't want to miss out on, on all the great stuff that's going on. You don't want to miss out on anything. So what I would recommend to you is that you go to our website, crescenthillradio.com, and just take a look at everything that is available to you. We also have great live shows and pre-recorded shows and other great programming, and that's 24/7, and our music is only local and regional artists. By the way, the wonderful teams of folks who come on the shows with us, our live DJs are Bryce Gill and Kevin Cox. The morning jam is 7 to 9 a.m. Afternoon drive, we have it kind of mixed up. I'm Monday and Wednesday. Gary Sampson is Tuesday. Ed Black is Thursday. And Derek LaFountain is on Friday. And then we have the night time, the late night, 10 to 12. And from Sunday forward, Ed Black, Louisville on Wax with Cal and Matt. One night only with Shane Antonio. Ed's back for Wednesday, and then the live hour with Derek LaFountain. So a whole bunch of great shows, live shows as well. My Homegrown Radio Hour is coming up tonight with Josh Miller of Jericho Woods. Promises to be an absolutely fabulous show. And that's not the only place you're going to find live music all around town.
Let's take a look at the WCHQ concert view for Wednesday, June 29th. Tonight over at Diamond